Hey everyone, I want to talk about something that just happened to me a couple of hours ago, and it's something that has always got on my nerves, bothered me, just baffled me. I don't understand it, but let me tell you what I mean, what I'm talking about. Alright, I was in the grocery store picking up some things, and I looked up and I saw this man that I instantly recognized. Well, actually, to be honest with you, I did not instantly recognize him. But when I looked up, he was looking in my direction. Our eyes met, and then he quickly turned his eyes away from me. And that just kind of, I guess, made me recognize him because for somebody to do that, I don't. People do it all the time, but for this particular person, it was almost like he was saying, I don't see you." You know what I'm saying? It was weird, but I realized it was a person I used to work with about 20 years ago. I'm still in that job, but he's not. And so anyway, he did that, and I remember who it was, and I wanted to instantly go up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" But I have learned over the years, so I kind of watched how he acted, and he didn't look back my way. And I know that was like, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. I know he was thinking, don't say anything. Why is that? But when that happened, I knew he was with someone, a female. So, sure enough, because I started to just go in the opposite direction and not even pay attention to him anymore. But just out of curiosity, I wanted to know, was he with somebody? And so I kind of took my car in the direction where he was, and I saw him look up again and look away. And so he was definitely sending a sign to me to, don't speak to me. And like I said, over the years I have learned, because I'm the type of person, you can speak to me anytime, and I thought I could speak to other people anytime, but that is oh so not true. And I'm sure many of you have been in that same situation where you've spoken to someone, and check this out, they don't even speak back. They act like they don't know who you are, and you like see them almost every day. Why would you want to be with somebody that you can't speak to people when you see them out in public? They know you have a life outside of the home. They know you work, most of you. I mean, really? And I just don't get that. Now, I've had time to think about it, not tonight, but I mean over the years when this has happened, and I figure that maybe that person, for instance, this man, maybe he's cheated on her in the past, and from then on she doesn't trust him. Maybe, I don't know, but I just don't get it, and I think it's sad, old as we are, that when we see people in public, we have to act like we don't know who they are. One time that happened to me in Applebee's. I was out on a date. Well, it really wasn't a date. It was a male, but it wasn't a date. It was a friend. And we were out. They didn't know who he was. I wasn't by myself. And I saw this guy, and I could just turn and look and see him. So I was facing this way, and he was like on this side of me. And so he could see me from the side. So when I saw him, I tried to speak, but he kept looking away. And I knew what was going on again. And I'm like, really? And I was so uncomfortable, because I'm supposed to sit here and act like I don't know you. And I see you. I actually work with him closely. And really, that is so sad that he couldn't get up and introduce his wife to me. And I'm pretty sure it was his wife. That is ridiculous. Why, y'all? Why? It starts making me mad. I got kind of ill, because I was like, really? I haven't seen this man in years, but oh well. So also I want to talk about frogs. For some reason, these green tree frogs want to stay up on my on my storm door. So when I come home in the evenings, it's usually just one at a time. I don't see, oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do if I saw more than one. But he's stuck up on my door, and I'm like scared. I have to go up to the door. I'm so scared it's going to jump on me. It hasn't happened yet, but something almost just as bad happened. One time I was coming in, and the frog, I hadn't closed my door good all the way. So the frog had gotten on the inside of the storm door. I didn't even see it, but sometimes I'm not paying attention, and I think it was dark that day. It was kind of dark. So I opened up the storm door, and I'm putting the key in, and as I open up the front door, the frog jumps down right where the floor, right where the you know, where the door, between the door and the storm door. He jumps right down, and I heard that thump, and it scared the mess out of me. And I looked down and saw that frog, and I was like, oh my gosh. I hurried up and went inside and closed the door, slammed the door. But what happened was it trapped the frog in between the two doors, and I could hear him jumping and hitting the door, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get out of the house? So anyway, eventually I had to go. I tried to go through the garage, and I couldn't get the door open. So eventually I just worked my nerve up and opened the door, and the frog went away. But oh my gosh, I don't know what to do about these frogs. I figured out the reason why the frog is doing that is because it's a good place to catch bugs. So they're like stuck up on the door, and as bugs come by, they just eat them, I guess. And I make sure I don't turn the light on, because that would just give them more ammunition. So but yeah, I just want to talk about those two things, especially the first subject. Oh my goodness, that is so sad. So sad. So sad.